Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about my experience with Botox and filler. So if you have some mean, negative, nasty thoughts about either one of those things, just go ahead and click away. Let's do us all a favor, not spread any hate today, and just click away. But if you guys are actually curious and you want to know my experience with both, just keep watching. I'm going to start off with Botox because that is the one that I am a little bit more familiar with. I have been doing my under eye for a little while now, and I just started doing my forehead, but it's really for my brow. So I'm going to start off with that. Before I get into it, I want to tell you guys I did want to film this experience, but my place does not allow that, so I'm just gonna have to tell you guys about it. So I'm gonna show you guys this little clip first of me raising my brows and squinting my eyes so you guys can see the movement beforehand. So Botox started off for me because of my highlighter. Yes, it's literally because of my highlighter. So I was noticing that throughout the day, I had gotten quite a bit better. Like my skin was so much better, my texture was better. And a lot of people thought that I had work done in like those past skincare videos, like with the Retin-A and this and that. I hadn't. All of that was literally done with Retin-A and really good skincare, but there's some things that you just can't fix, like movement. I have like these tiny little lines right here that you can't see when I'm just looking straight at you, but I smile so much, so much. And I get these little lines, and by the end of the day, my highlighter looks crepey and weird and almost has lines in it. So I went in and I talked to them and I was like, you know, this is the issue I'm having, and they suggested filler. I was like, I don't know. There's just something about filler I just didn't want to do. And they said that Botox can only work on certain candidates. They're like, you know, it could work for you, it could not. You could get it done and it worked, but then you get some hollowness and you would need filler anyway. I don't know why I was so hell-bent on Botox, but I was. So that is what I do. I get 10 units underneath my eyes, not beside, underneath, because I'm not really concerned about like my crow's feet or anything like that. It's just underneath where I want this to be smoother. Now, you can't do just this area, because if you do just here, then you're gonna wrinkle a lot more on the inner corner, which you don't want. You don't want to be smiling and then be really wrinkly right here and then flat here. So I get 10 units from the very inner all the way out to here, and that's where we stop. Luckily, I guess I am a candidate for it because I didn't get any hollowness. I didn't get any kind of weird anything with it. It just makes my makeup look so much better, because when I smile, I get lines around my eyes, but I don't right underneath. It is not going to help with texture. It is not going to help with dryness. It's not going to help with crepiness, anything like that. That's all skincare. All this does is stop the movement right here so that my makeup just looks better throughout the day. Now for the Botox that I get in my forehead, it's not actually for my forehead. I don't have like a lot of lines here, anything like that. It wasn't really an issue with my makeup, anything like that. It's actually because of this brow. And as you can see, I can still kind of raise it, but I have to focus on it to raise it. Instead, before, I'm going to show you this one little picture. I hated taking photos straight on, because when I would, like, I kind of pull my eyes back whenever I take a photo, and this brow would just go so high. And if I was facing this way or taking a picture that way, it was so high that it just looked so asymmetrical. It just looks strange. So my girl, what do you call, like, she's not my dermatologist. I don't know what to call her. Esthetician? I don't know. Sorry, there's a little fuzz. I was talking about it, and she said that she could do a spot on my brow or up here that would stop it. And I was scared to do it, so that's what took me so long. I have not been doing this area for very long at all, because my mom got her forehead done and her brows did this. Like, she was looking mad for like a long time. So I was too scared to do it, but she talked me into it. She's like, you know, I assure you that's not going to happen. So I get 10 units underneath the eye and then 10 units up on my forehead. So it goes way up here, and then the majority of them are over here, and then they go into my hairline. I don't know what is over here, but it helps to calm this brow down. And then it's just like an added bonus that my forehead is just a little bit smoother too. I don't get anything in the center or anything like that. Nothing here. I don't get those 11s. My mom has them. I don't yet. I think it's just not a facial movement that I make. But Botox, I love it. Absolutely love it. I just say don't overdo it. I hate the 2-week mark. That's when, you know, it's the most active. But most people love that. I like it when it's about, I don't know, a month in and it's there, but it's just, I don't know, it's very natural. Shooting a toxin into my face, natural. Doesn't seem to go together, right? So when I went in for my Botox this last time, I told her, I was like, you know, I really want to do my lips, but then I completely backed out of it. And what you guys don't know is that 2.5 years ago, at the beginning of 2016, I actually had my lips done. I'm going to show you guys this picture. Very natural, very minimal. Nobody noticed. Literally nobody said anything to me. I thought for sure, like I had little bruises on my lips in my videos and nobody said anything. I was shocked. So I didn't talk about it because nobody noticed. And that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted a subtle difference, but not unnatural. My lips are very uneven. So like, especially when I talk, this side of my mouth likes to come up. It makes it look even more uneven. My Cupid's bows do not match. It's much better right now. Like if I just, you know, calm down, they're pretty similar. They're pretty symmetrical. Oh my God, spit it out. And then this side of my lip kind of goes down a little bit. So when I do my lips, this side is always pretty overlined. This one I overlined just a little bit, but this side is always done way more. So we did Volbella. Velour is something else. Volbella is what is in my lips right now. The very first time that I did it in 2016, it lasted 3 months. It was gone and I just felt like for the price of it, it wasn't worth it. So that's actually the reason why I didn't do it again, was because I was like, I don't want to spend this much money. And I was also scared that if I kept doing it, you know, every so many months they were going to be too big. I didn't want them to be too big. When I had done my lips the first time, I got less than a syringe. So in the entire lips, less than a syringe, and then we took the excess and put it right up here. It helped so much, like with my smile lines. It was amazing. So when I went in, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it, and then I backed out. So I did not do it. And I came home and then I just kept thinking about it. So a few days later, I went back and they're like, she's like, weren't you just here? I was like, yeah, I think I do want to do my lips. I don't want it to be too much. And I talked about the longevity. So we did something different. Volbella is what I did, and I did a full syringe, and it was mainly concentrated on the top lip, which is a tiny bit on the center. Volbella lasts 12 to 18 months. So I was like, yes, I am here for that. Like I just don't want to be in there all the time. I don't want to maintain it and anything like that. Along with the lips, I also did my smile lines again because like I said, it just made such a big difference. Recently, I don't know what's going on, but even my favorite foundations that do not typically really mess up in my smile lines, I don't know if they've just gotten deeper or what, but nothing is staying right here, and it's driving me crazy, especially if I'm out. Like if I'm at home, I can get things to kind of just, they'll move a little bit, but if I'm out and I'm laughing a lot and I'm just cutting it up, I come back and it's a mess. So I decided to do that again as well, but she used Velour. And again, that lasts 12 to 18 months. So I was like, all right, yes, I'm here. Yes, let's do it. So she took and punched a hole, like a tiny little punch hole on each side of my cheek right here. And then took another needle with a blunt edge and went up and filled on both sides. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a little swollen still. And right here, I'm pretty soft, but right up here, it feels kind of hard. So if my face is looking a little swollen or the movements are a little bit weird, it's just because this has only been not the Botox, but this area has only been here for 4 or 5 days now. So it needs to soften up just a little bit more. But overall, I'm very happy with it. I love my lips. I like this so much more than I did even the first time. I was concerned because this side of my mouth was so swollen that I thought it was going to have completely uneven results. It's still a little bit swollen, but not bad. Like I'm very happy with it and I love this. I went out last night with Puffin and my makeup didn't move. It did not move right here and I was like, yes, praise, yes. For the pricing, because I'm sure you guys are going to ask this, Botox per unit at my particular place is $13 normally and then $10 per unit. They do like every 3 or 4 months. Velour is $6.95 regularly, and then they had a special for $5.95. And then the lips, Volbella, is normally $4.95, and then it was $3.95. I got 1 syringe on each side of the velour and then 1 syringe total for my lips. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did by giving a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. If you have any questions, please just leave them down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.